There are two exhibits in in the display. One is the Wounded Warrior Dogs Project, and the other is the Canine War Stories. The Wounded Warrior Dogs Project came before the Canine War Stories, and the Wounded Warrior Dogs Project consists primarily of 8 dogs, including the suggestion of the dog in the flag draped box. And the Wounded Warrior Dogs Project is more symbolic or allegorical to their human counterparts and the injuries of veterans, the veterans have returned with. And they are a reminder through letting the dogs tell the story of the needs that the wounded veterans have and to remember the wounded veterans. The second group is more real stories, real canine teams and their fate and their victories and their story in battle and in the field. And that would be the Canine War Story series. So there's sort of 2, and these had started in 2015. I would never have thought that I see myself having been a heart attack survivor, open heart surgery survivor, and a bypass. Actually, it's almost 10 years ago in September, I had the heart attack. And those last 10 years, I've seen myself as living on bonus time. And not even, I'm in overtime, not even the fourth quarter, more like overtime. And to be given this purpose and this gift of telling the story of the canine teams and relating to the wounded, relating to the military working dog community is a very precious and purposeful. You might say that there's a calling, and I'm glad to have been given this calling to tell the story, which many feel has not been told and needs to be told. And so I've more or less taken on the task to do it. As a young man growing up in Wellington, Ohio, I remember traveling down to this destination to see what the Air Force Museum had to offer. And that was, as an 18-year-old, and now to have my work in, is very much an honor, quite an honor to have my work in the museum. And I think that even, the museum is a lot about wings. I do have a couple of dogs here that have wings on their back as well.